Hey guys, and welcome to Arm Pitching Development. Amplify your mechanics and grow your pitching knowledge by hitting the subscribe button. So tonight I've got a rare element for you. We're doing mental skills training here at Arm Pitching Development. So what we're going to cover is an actual mental skills process and some thoughts behind how you can elevate and level up your mental state above your athleticism or your athletic abilities. So anyways, I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you get a lot out of it. And here we go. Okay, so tonight we're going over a mental practice plan for you guys to have when you go out before practice or before a game. We're going to talk about a process that you guys can go through that'll help you get into a little more relaxed state, a little more comfortable in your mind, and hopefully just play with a little more relaxed, a little more freedom, instead of being so tensed or afraid of mistakes, that type of thing. So I want to revisit with you guys the growth mindset topic that we had over the last few weeks, right? Just because that's leading into this mental skills approach that we're going to take in our plan. So growth mindset, you guys remember what we talked about. Process over outcome is important. Always involve yourself with the process. Don't get too hung up on the outcome. Everything can be learned, right? Take learning as a priority. Effort in your learning as a priority. Failure and mistakes are opportunities to what? Learn and grow from, right? Make sure you guys take that into your game, okay? When something bad happens, don't fall into a negative thought process, okay? Let that go. Eliminate the negative thought process that's holding you back, right? Stay in a positive state, especially when you're playing your game. Don't allow self-doubt to creep in, okay? Surround yourself with people who are like-minded, okay? People who you look up to and you guys want to work towards being, right? So find people that mirror your standards. Does that make sense? Find people that you can involve yourself and hang out with, that you're going to learn and grow with. You don't want guys that are constantly trying to drag you down because you're progressing and they're jealous or they see you as a threat to their game. You don't want to be involved with that type of person. Now you can help them grow as an individual, but you don't want to necessarily hang out and spend a lot of time with those individuals, okay? And also don't want to be that guy. Be the guy that's uplifting. Okay. Compete against who? Yourself. That's absolutely right. Good job, guys. Thank you for knowing that. You are your greatest competition. You guys need to discover how good you can be and how good you want to be in this game, right? That's our growth mindset, and that's the stepping stones. That's the base, right? In terms of our mental practice plan, baseball it's the most challenging sport mentally of all. Why do we think that is? Why do I think that is?
Because you fail and you succeed.
It's not about the failure or the success. It's about the downtime. There's so much time in between that it allows our minds to have thoughts, okay? The dead time is what gets this spinning, and that's why it's so mental, okay? What is too much time allow us to do? So if I'm sitting here, and let me give you an example of this. If I'm in the outfield, okay, and I'm sitting here, or I'm standing in the outfield, and I got the sun beaming in my eyes, and my thoughts are what? The sun's beaming. I hope they don't hit it to me because the sun's going to screw me up. What's going to happen? That ball's going to find you. It's baseball, right? Crack, crap. You're trying to make it, you're juggling, you know, you're trying to block the sun, you're worried about the sun. What happens? I drop the ball, right? Because we allowed ourselves to worry about everything else besides what we're trying to affirming to do, which is stay positive, invite the challenge, right? That's part of our growth mindset. Invite the challenge. We're the failure, you know. The good news is with the growth mindset, we do what? We learn and grow from it. But you need to recognize when you're finding yourself out of tune with the thought process you want to have versus the thought processes that's coming into you. If you're on the mound and you're worried about something, this guy's a good hitter, you have to go, recognize that and go, no, I'm not going to allow that to come in today. I'm going to focus on my breathing, which we're going to talk about a little bit, okay? I'm going to focus on my breathing. I'm going to focus on my locations. I'm going to focus on things that I can control in the game. I'm going to be with me, be with my feet, okay? Be where I'm at that moment. In a nutshell, you know, society today has basically programmed us to be results oriented and to be in a consequence first oriented state. Do you guys understand what that means? Be aware of the consequence, focus on the result, give me the end game, versus focus on the process, right? Focus on who you want to be, focus on how to get there. And so what I want to give you guys is a little bit of freedom to liberate your mind from the result and the consequence, especially when you're in game. Attack the game and play to your best ability. It's a game. If something happens in a negative thing, you drop a ball, you know, throw a bad ball against the backstop, whatever it is. I need you to, I'm not saying be satisfied with that result, but learn from it and then make an adjustment and then go into your next pitch or your next, you know, hey, give me the ball. Hey, hit the ball to me. That's the mindset, right? That's what we want to be in. Whenever you focus on the results or the consequences, you know, and I watched a team play not too long ago last weekend. These guys were so wound up with not failing that they had a tremendously bad inning and it snowballed on them, okay? You know, pops up into the infield, second baseman comes in, wobbles and drops the ball. You know, devastation, right? And what's this guy's train of thought? Dang, I messed up. Am I going to get benched? You know, is there a problem? You know, what's going to happen to me? Next batter, boom, ground ball to shortstop, right through the wickets. Now that guy's devastated. Oh, poor me. You know, I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. You know, the next ball's hit, ground ball, you know, can't make the play. Now we got bases loaded. We constantly, you know, you see the snowball effect, and it works team-wide. When you operate in that mindset, you're inviting failure in, guys. When you just go attack the game and just play it out and let things go, that, you know, mistakes happen. Things happen. Learn from it. Got it. Not going to let that happen again. I hope he hits it back to me. You know, I can't wait for that next batter to stand up there so I can go get that guy. Now that you guys have an idea of what, you guys spend a lot of time practicing your physical skills in baseball, right? But if it's 90% mental, shouldn't we be practicing the mental piece as well? We should be. And we're just not doing it because we get so hung up on the process of the skill sets, which is fine because the process of your skill sets is the driving force of your subconscious to make the machine run without having to think about it too much, which is fine. I want to liberate that thought from having to, how do I drive the bus and just let my skills take over. We want that, but we also have to have the mindset on how that goes. Repetition is the mother of all skill, right? And learning. So just as you're repeating your mechanics, repeating your efforts on your ground balls, your catching, right? You're receiving. You have to repeat this stuff in your mind too. And you have to practice that daily, just like you would your skills. With that being said, understanding a peak mental state, okay? It's not about where we want to be. It's about where we don't want to be, right? And I don't want to be in the negativity. I don't want to be in the failure mindset. I want to be in positive, affirming mindset. I want to be free of just to be with my breath, be with where my feet are, and be energetic with the game, right? Or the practice. You know, when you focus on that stuff, it helps quiet the mind's interjections with of what's possible for you. Okay, you start believing what you can do. You start knowing what you can do, and you start pushing the boundaries of how good you can be, and that's leveling up. That's leveling up your game when you grab the mental state. You grab the mental and the physical to combine, and you're hyper focused. That's your peak state when you combine it all together. And that's the flow you want to be in a consistent manner when you play and practice. That's how you elevate. That's how you level up. That's how you get to the next point, whether it's high school, college, pro, whatever you want it to be in, right? Wherever you want to be at. You constantly work in all three manners at the same time. All right, so something I want you guys to work on how you get into a peak state. All right, so before you go to practice, before you go to a game, I want you to work on first just freeing negative thoughts, freeing all your thoughts, and just relax, just be with yourself. You want a complete immersion with action in mind, okay? A sense of being process oriented, okay? Calm and peaceful. You don't want to go into it frustrated and in self-doubt. You're not going to get very far, right? Detach yourself from the outcome. Focus on what your training was to get you to that point and just let the machine play. I'm going to give you guys a kind of an acronym, a short piece, CCPD, okay? So whenever you're in the field or you're in practice and you feel your mind wandering, I want you to tell yourself CCPD, okay? Clear, calm, confident, present, and detached. Clear mind, right? Clear your mind. Calm yourself. Relax. Be confident in your abilities, mentally and physically, okay? Be present in the moment that you're at. Don't be in the future. Definitely don't be in the past and the negative, okay? We'll talk about that a little bit more in visualization, but be present, guys. Be in the moment and detach yourself from any negative thoughts, right? CCPD. You guys got it? So when you're out there and you're working, you're like, oh, this, I can't, I won't, I don't know how. CCPD. Got it. All right, I'm back. Make sense? Focus and concentrate on your breathing. In. Relax. Start working with your breath. In and out. Now, again, what you want is about a 10-minute practice, okay? And this comes from a friend of mine in California that wrote this article. He calls here's a 10-minute practice plan. Get out, get quiet, free your mind, lay down, be relaxed. Start your breathing, right? Just control your breathing. Spend a couple of minutes just moving away from your thought and being in with your breath. Eliminate the tension and stress of your body, okay? Just be where your body is. Be with your breath, be with your breathing. Start to connect with your breathing. Start to count the number of breaths you're taking. In and out, in and out. Be relaxed, be calm, okay? See what kind of number you can get to and just free yourself from all thought. So from this point, I have a little different take on it. So when you get to that hyper relaxed state, what I like to do is try to visualize what I want to accomplish in that practice or that game. Visualize your successes, slow the game down in detail. So if it's hitting and you're visualizing the hitting process or you're at bat, I want you to see the pitcher's release point. I want you to see the clarity, the number on his jersey, the name across, right? The color of his hat. See the release point. See the spin. See the seams on the ball. Slow it down. See yourself really getting through that pitch, making great contact, line drives in the gaps or the alleys, whatever it is. Slow it down, see it in detail. If it's pitching, see your mechanics is perfect. Visualize yourself really super focused on what spot you're trying to hit on what pitch, right? See yourself successful. See the swing and miss, or see the strike develop. You know what I mean? See that in detail, guys. Really, really super rich detail. As you guys are coming out, and we got 10 minutes to spend, so you're getting up on your 10 minutes. I want you to take 5 or 6 deep breaths. Deep in, about 3 seconds, hold, and then a nice smooth calm out, okay? And now start to bring yourself back in to the state of which you're going to head out to your practice or your game, okay? So in a nutshell, there's some different visualization techniques. You can do a mental mapping where you kind of visualize yourself, take what you're trying to accomplish. Like, I want to hit 3 doubles. Well, what does it take to hit 3 doubles? And you take a piece of paper and a pen and you start writing out, mapping out what all is involved with me hitting 3 doubles today. The pitcher's got to throw me the right pitch. I got to have the right swing. The air temperature's got to be correct. Start mapping out, and you create a treasure map of how you get to your end result, right? That might be a fun experience for you guys to go through at some point. Receptive visualization is what I kind of talked to you guys through. Create a movie in your mind about how your success is going to be driven, slowing things out. Create the characters, see the second baseman, the shortstop, see the catcher, live the game out, play it out. See, live it through, and you get to conduct how it plays out. Make sense? Yeah. The other one, you can do it like an altered memory visualization, right? Altered memory. So what we're going to work on is like taking the past result and see, guys, taking a past result and a past success that you had in a game. Like, man, I went off this game, I was 4 for 4 and I had 2 bombs, and I want to relive that. So as you're calm and you're in your mental process, your practice, see that over and over again. Say, I want to relive that. I want to relive that. Go into your game with that mindset, that relive moment. Or, I had a great game. I threw a no-hitter that day. I want to relive that game. All right. So at any rate, that's a 10-minute, 8, 10, 15 minutes, whatever you guys want to spend on it, but spend time practicing your mental skills just as you would your physical skills. If it's 90% and we're spending 2% in that arena, the numbers don't match. You guys get it? Yeah. So I challenge you to let me know about some things, as you go along here in the next few weeks or whatever. Let me know when you guys feel it. If you guys can get into that state of mind, CCPD. So anyway, let me know. Keep me up to date on it, and we'll keep grinding it out here. All right. Good job tonight, guys. Appreciate your efforts, and that's a wrap. Okay. We'll see you.